All right, guys, I got something good for you today. Today is Tuesday. It is Giving Tuesday, first of all. So, hey, want to encourage you guys, if you have not already given, um, choose an organization to give and partner with them. So today, I know a lot of organizations, including our nonprofit, Renewed Leadership, has matching donations. So today, we have up to $2,500 of matching donations. So a donation of any size would be greatly, greatly appreciated. So that's not what this video is about, but want to encourage you guys to do that. You can go to our website, renewedleadership.org/partner, and go down there and give in any of those categories, and it'll be matched today, Tuesday, December 1st. So I want to share with you guys a powerful tool that I have used for the last couple of years. It's part of our Full Focus Planner, which again, you can get yours at renewedleadership.org/planner. I've been using these for years, and a big part of what he talks about, this is Michael Hyatt's planner, a big part of what he talks about is having a morning and an evening ritual or routine. So I know a lot of people don't like the word ritual, but having a morning, evening routine. And so basically what that is, hey, what are some of those things that you do every single day that you know you're going to do? And just write them down, get used to them, and schedule your day around them. So for example, for me, I know for me that I typically need to wake up about 6:15 and drink some water, get in the gym, run, work out, whatever it is, get back, eat, make my smoothie, get in the shower, brush my teeth, get dressed, and be done by about 8:30, 8:45 in order for me to have a successful morning and accomplish what I need to do. So I've worked on that for a long time and really worked on it. Evening routine, still trying to work on that one. Got 4 kids in the house, and so it's still tough for my evening routine, but working on it still. I know what time I need to be in bed. I know that for sure. But kind of how I get there changes. And so, but want to encourage you guys to think through this. So Michael Hyatt has a free tool that you can get, and it's help you to create a evening routine or a morning routine, or really any routine throughout your day. Maybe it's even your sermon prep or your room setups or things like that. What does it take? What are you going to do? How long does it take? All that kind of stuff so you can plan. I know for a lot of us in ministry, Wednesdays are a big day. And so what does that routine look like? What do you need to do to get ready for those? Maybe Sunday mornings. What are some of those things you need to do every day, every Thursday, every Friday, whatever it might be, to get you ready? Okay. So here's a way to program it, schedule it so you know how long it takes, that kind of thing. Okay. So let me share my screen here and then we will jump into it. Okay. So here we go. It is called Building Your Own Ritual Kit, or again, if you don't like the word ritual, you can use the word routine. Okay. So the way it works is you are going to first catalog what it is that you do. Okay. So what is it that you do? Okay. So for me, example, in my morning, I wake up, I kind of get dressed. It takes me a little while, kind of stumble to get dressed for the gym, and drink some water, get my gym stuff ready to go, drive to the gym, run, work out, whatever it might be that day, stretch, as I'm getting a little bit older, stretching. Get back, I got to eat breakfast, which for me typically is going to be a fruit smoothie, have some conversation with my wife about the day, get in the shower, get dressed, and then do my morning devotion time, all before I get to work. So I just got to schedule all of that. I know what time I got to be at work to start. And so I just back that all up. How long do I want to be at the gym? How long do I want to read and pray? How long does it take me to drive there? How long is it taking me to shower, make my smoothie, all those things? Categorize all of those things. What are those things that you want to do? Okay. So again, list out all those things that you're working on. Okay. Again, maybe it's your sermon prep. Hey, you got to read this much. You've got to study this much. You've got to get a team together to help you with some ideas. Maybe you got to purchase, whatever those things are, those things that you do typically every week, every time you do it. All right. Room setups, same thing. You got to stack all these chairs. You got to schedule the lights. You got to go through a run through all of those kinds of things. You can schedule this out to know. Okay. Identify what works and what doesn't work. Okay. So for me, I know one thing that doesn't work for me is to I'm trying to think of something that doesn't work. It doesn't work for me to go to bed at like midnight and then expect myself to wake up at 6:15, right? That just doesn't work for me. So the morning is won by me going to bed at night. Another thing that doesn't work for me is to not have my gym stuff set out. There is some of my clothes, specifically my socks, that are in a dresser in the same room where we sleep. So for me, it's a little bit tough to have to like be opening drawers, things like that, while my wife is still asleep on the days that she doesn't go with me. A couple days of the week she goes to the gym with me, but a couple times she does not. So the days that she doesn't, but I do this every night, is get my gym clothes out. So that way it's already set, it's already determined. I'm going to the gym. This is what I'm doing. My clothes are out. It doesn't work for me another thing. It doesn't work for me to not know what I'm doing the next day in the gym. Am I running? Am I lifting? What am I doing? That kind of stuff. So not having that listed out is tough. It's much better for me to have that listed out and know what I'm doing. Same thing with my devotion life. I like to know what I'm doing. Am I going through a devotional? Am I going verse by verse, chapter by chapter through a book? Am I, what is it that I'm doing, as opposed to just waking up and just saying, what do I feel like doing today? Because that doesn't really work for me. So for me, I like to have those things chosen for me. Okay. So what doesn't work? So again, write that down and then rearrange as needed. So try some things out. Maybe try the order out. Maybe for you, going to the gym early in the morning just doesn't work for you. Maybe it's an evening thing. So maybe you start work earlier. Maybe you start work at 6:15, get done by 3:30 or something like that, and then go to the gym. And maybe you rearrange your day to fit you a little bit better. Maybe it's doing your prayer time in the middle of the day. Maybe it's, rearranging some stuff, the sequence that you do it. For me, I've got about, I don't know, probably 12 different ingredients that I throw into my smoothie every morning. And so for me, one thing that's been really helpful for me is to try and have a lot of those ingredients already kind of segmented into little bags or little containers, so that when I do get back from the gym, again, that's something that I do at night, there's about, 4 or 5 different powders that I put in there: protein powder, flaxseed, chia seed, those kinds of things. And so if I put those all into a little container in the morning, when I am time crunched, because in the evening I'm typically not as time crunched as the morning. And so then in the morning, when I get back from the gym, I can just pour that whole mixture in, as opposed to having to go to each and every single one of those different things and pour them in. So again, just trying to figure out some of those things. When do you, some people think it's funny that I write down in my daily ritual, to drink water, to take my vitamins, things like that. But again, they're there. And so I constantly am reminded. Now, at first, I had to continually go back and look at it and say, okay, what were all the things I wanted to do? But now that I'm in that routine, it's that routine. So I just know every morning, boom, 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 I go through these things, and I've been able to rearrange things to be, that's a little bit, this is when I take my vitamins, so I'm going to put them in this drawer, because that's the last drawer that I open before I go, on my way. So I just take my vitamins, put them in my pocket, head in the kitchen, grab some water on my way to work, and take those on my way to work. For me, I work at home, so it's a real quick walk. So, but again, figure out what works for you and your system. Okay, so let's dive back in. So rearrange as needed. Try some things out. So then what you're going to do is he's got this. You don't really need it necessarily like this. I have it. I also have it in my my planner here. So it's written out. My morning routine and my evening routines are written out. Daily routines, daily rituals. So another place that this really works that he has here available that I'd encourage you guys with is your morning startup or your evening shutdown. Okay, so working through, or so your work day startup and your work day shut down. Okay, so the four big components that he has, Michael Hyatt's in this planner, is morning rituals, work day startup, work day shutdown, and evening rituals. These are the four big elements that he has that where he really wants to put a lot of emphasis on developing these rituals or these routines. And so a couple of things for me, is, hey, when you first get in, open up your email, clear that out, respond to all of those. And again, if you read the book, Getting Things Done, you know that you're going to either respond to it. It's one touch. So you're going to respond to it. You're either going to delete it or you're going to delegate it. We're going to throw it away, something like that. Okay. So it's one touch. Don't just save it for later. So deal with it. Okay. Another thing is to check some of those schedules and what are you going to do? What are these big threes that you need to get done? So again, having those things where every morning you do this, and then again, as you're getting ready to leave the day, what are some things that you need to get done before you leave? Again, clear the email, check the to-do list, write down any things that you need to do for the next day, so your mind is clear. And again, I do all that in my planner, so go through so that way I'm not thinking about it at night. I know, hey, I need to do this tomorrow. I need to do this tomorrow. I didn't get this done today. That kind of thing. Write that down. So again, all those things you do every time. So I want to encourage you guys, what are some of your rituals? What are your routines? What do you do to be productive and make sure you get it all done in time so you're not always late to things. You're not late getting home. You're not late getting to work. You're not late to finish up the day, those kinds of things. So what do you do? What's worked for you? What's not worked for you? Let me know. Love to hear and see.